Yeah, it's another banger. It is another banger. Yeah, and we're having dinner. Dinner. But the combination is going to be the real thing. Yeah, trying to get our bearings well. Again, it is Malachi Raw with another banger. It is a banger. And yeah, we are here with my unlikely combination. It is a breakfast idea, even though it is not a breakfast. This is a breakfast idea. You can have it in the morning. I realize that many of the Indians have something similar in the morning, and depending on where you are in the world or your culture, what you normally eat, then this could be had for anything you want. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, it could be hard for anything you want. So yeah, we are going live. We are running a live. Yeah. Well, guess what? Look what we have. Yeah, from the thumbnail and title, that's our naan brand. And naan is one of the Indian flatbread. So India region, Pakistan, all of those ethnic group. They use that flatbread, and flatbread is a type of leaven bread, meaning it has raisin agent, it has baking powder, soda, or yeast to cause it to raise. So it's spongy. These were made and placed in the refrigerator, and there's a whole video to be out on that. So yeah, this is our flatbread. But we're gonna move on. That's a bowl that we're going to have our soup in. So some people say soup, some people say broth. Broth tend to be thinner. Well, again, it depends on how you look at it. Some people say soup, and soup can be thin too. But yeah, and this is our Asian spoon. Again, I stand corrected in all of this. So yeah, and we are heading to our pot. There's our pot. Ooh, that's bubbling nice. And we are going to stir our pot. Welcome to the channel. We're having okra soup. See it? Isn't this colorful? Yeah, you may not like it, but it's okra soup. Isn't it colorful? If it is colorful, give the video a like. Thank you. Yeah, colorful okra soup. But what is in this okra soup? In this okra soup we have, well, okra is there, but I started it by using some soup bone, and that's beef, some beef bone with a small amount of beef, and that was our stock. And to that, we had some yard long bean, we had water spinach, and this is our okra soup. Welcome to the channel, Malachi Raw. And if this is colorful, like the video, man. And I'll show you we have beef. That's beef in our okra soup. Wow, beef. And then we also have the bone with the nice gelatinous area. And if you're joining the channel for the first time, consider liking the video. Wow. Isn't this colorful? If it's colorful, like the video, man. And leave a comment. Say where you are watching from. Are you familiar with okra soup? We are going to have this for dinner. But it can be a breakfast idea. There it is. Wow. That's our beef and beef bone. But in it you may see colors like yellow or orange. You see red, that is sweet pepper. So it's a vegetable stock soup. Wow, isn't it looking good? We are going to have this. Again, if you are just joining, yeah, consider liking the video. And there's orange. And we have ong choy. And we have yu choy som, or the Chinese flowering cabbage. So with that stock we boiled, and we are Caribbean people. Again, tell us where you're watching from. But we are Caribbean people, and we tend to, cook with some amount of noodle and so. But yeah, this is our soup. We are going to serve this. What are we going to serve it with? The thumbnail said it, and it is also in the title. So we are going to serve this. So we have it, yeah, cooked, and you can see some of the okra seed there, right there, okra seed. Yeah. So what we're going to do, we're going to follow. So this is more African in origin. And we are going to sort of have a fusion. So it's African and Asian. Thank you so much for liking the video. And liking the live stream. Thank you. So we have here, and we have it on low flame, getting it nicely warm. But what we are going to do, I may have to set this up a little differently. So we are going to combine both the naan bread, and there are the naan. Man, these are homemade. Some more. So what we're going to do, we are going to sort of put them together. Thank you so much. Wow. Hello, Afandi. Hope I'm pronouncing well. Welcome to the channel. Afandi, and also Galaxy Dominator. Yeah. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to show you exactly how I'm going to do this. And I have seen it being done on a few channels, some food channel for Pakistan, India. And I said, and I am the person that is going to try all of these. So here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you exactly. Let me get my hands washed again. And I'm going to show you exactly what I have seen them do. And again, Caribbean people, we have some of this in us. We tend to break up sometimes for porridge. Let us get rid of that. So here is my bowl. I'm going to bring it closer, maybe so that you can have a better look, my bowl. So what they tend to get the spoon out, this is what they tend to do. They tend to break the naan in small pieces. They say maybe bit-sized pieces, and you have it placed in are you seeing? So we break them in bit-sized pieces. Bit-size, yeah. Hope you are seeing well. Again, if you are just joining the channel, or if you are familiar with this type of combination or this type of meal preparation, you can always comment. Caribbean people will like to make our dumpling and place them in our soup. So this is what I am doing. Pieces. And I'm using one entire naan bread. Are you familiar with naan bread? Yeah, these are my stack of naan. And I say naan bread like some person. Naan is bread, so it's my naan. So there is it. All right. So what are we going to do next? We are going to, so I have my soup there, my okra soup. My okra soup is on the stove top. Right there, that's the okra soup. So we are going to head back to the pot. Yeah, okra soup. That is it. So I'm going to up my flame a little. That is what I want us to see. My okra soup, a lot of vegetable in it. So this is going to be our combination. I may have to move back my camera a little. And this is going to be the combination. So I'm going to add the broth, or the liquid, or the most liquid to the naan. Again, because it has yeast in it. The warmth will allow it to be a little more spongier, for a better word. So that's what we're doing. Yeah, a little spongier. So we want to get it really hot. Get it spongy. And now we can take up our vegetable and so. Yeah. So that's what we're doing. Getting our soup. Getting our soup. We'll have the beef there in the middle. And I'm going to turn the flame off. Yeah, so we have our naan there, and I see the Pakistani do this. They break the naan or the roti and place it in the bottom of the bowl, and they add the braised broth when they are braising their beef or whatever. Sometimes they use a lot of soy sauce and they add other stuff to it. But yeah, have some beef at the top there. A little more jiggly stuff here. Yeah, there it is. So we're going to have our bowl of soup. The speaking is our okra soup with our naan. Indian naan. So it's a fusion, it's an African fusion, more a Nigerian with that okra soup. Again, you know, it's popular now right over the world, right throughout the world. United Kingdom, where we have our Africans migrating for maybe a better word, for better life or other reasons. And then we have the Indian, that okra. Again, we go around and you know that India has that little, well, the English has a little dabble in different countries, in Nigeria, in India. Yeah, so some of these stuffs. So this is our meal. Again, it can be a nice breakfast idea. This is our meal. And we are going to place it, move in with it in our, yeah. So that's what we're going to have. That is what we're going to have. We're going to have, yeah, got our 2 likes. We're going to have that meal. We're going to have it. You know, setting up my camera a little differently. Getting up everything ready. So we're going to have that broth. We're going to have that soup. And broth and soup, there's a distinction, but most people ignore that distinction. So here we are going to have, our meal. Yeah, we're gonna have our meal. We're gonna have our meal. Yep. So I'm gonna move up my bowl there. Hope you are seeing it clearly. I want you to see everything. Every little thing I want you to see. So there it is. I want us to have a nice look. Yeah, that's our soup. And I'm going to partake. But I want to give us a nice angle. Yeah, this is our soup. Yeah. And I have right around the edge there, you can see the naan floating. Yeah, there, the naan is floating nice. We are going to have soup filled with vegetable butter. It is done in a beef broth. This is what we are going to have. Again, as I said, it can be a breakfast idea, but it's a strange combination. As said earlier, I tend to see this with braised meat broth. So whether they are using lamb or they are using goat meat or they are using beef, this is what I'm going to have. Yeah, so I want it has a beefy, wow, it's more of a beefy taste. Yeah, the okra is there, but it's beefy. And there we have in our soup. This is our soup. Thank you so much for joining. If it's the first time you're joining the channel, consider subscribing. Also, look at the mercs I have. The mercs I have in my store. Yeah, I have a number of merchandise in my store. You can have a look at them. Yeah, there's some nice ones. But it is a channel Malachi Emerald. Nice. The ladies, we have nice, merch. Nice merch. But again, it is the combination. Not sure how familiar you are with this combination. But this combination, nice combination. For me, but it's a weirdo. Yeah, it's a weirdo. Nice combination for me, but it's a weirdo. So we are going to eat. That's what we are going to do. We are going to eat. And I want to show you some of the reaction. Show you some of this reaction, man, while I am consuming. It's a good meal to have. And this is soul food. This is soul food. When I cook with my entire soul. Much love. Savory soup, especially if you are, with the weather. Nice soup to have. Again, some persons may not like okra. Yeah, but it gives this soup a lot of body. Let me try the naan. Has a nice buttery taste. It's aerated. As I did say, once the heat touches, everything is going to come towards the top. Then if you are just joining, The channel Malachi Emerald. Do we have the naan there? And my okra soup. See some Nigerian what they do. It is so thick. Maybe the amount of okra that is in it, that they use their hands to consume. But remember, this is a fusion. The flatbread from India, or the Asian, right? The Asians tend to use it too when I have my spoon. Chinese spoon or Thai spoon. I saw in a chat on a different channel some persons were saying the best way to have your naan. And I agree with some responses. There are no best way to have a naan. It depends on you. It depends on you. Well, we have 3 likes so far, and that is wonderful. You can have your naan with anything, even though in some cultures it is had with a stew. It is had with a bean stew or a beef stew or pea stew, meat stew. Can be had with tandoori chicken, tikka masala, you name it, chickpea curry. Can be had, but different regions. The Indians love to have it with curry. But yeah, we are having this with okra soup. And we are looking for beef. Yeah, that's beef. Not bad at all. Yeah, it's not so bad. The beef is a little stringy. Yeah, beef is a little stringy, but yeah, we're gonna work with it. We're gonna work with it, and that's it. That is how it is. I want to get the best possible angle. Yeah, that's what we're working with. We are working with an angle. So there goes our soup. There goes our soup. So I'm trying to work with an angle. I'm telling you it's flavorful, but the meaty part of the beef is very fibrous. Could be that the animal was old, or muscle relaxation was not done. Yeah, this is one of the most unlikely combinations. Naan with okra soup. Yeah, the combination. Unlikely. But it is tasty. Really is tasty. Wow. This is good. which is so good. This is so good. I think I'm going to move around to get a better experience. I think I'll get a better experience right here. Let us move. I'm gonna bring my plate there. Are you seeing it well? Yeah, so we can get a better experience. Now I am going to continue my process of digging in. Then with today's day and age, many things are not a norm again. Having your dinner and breakfast around your dining table, not everybody has. Depending on the culture, you can have it anywhere. So yeah, my naan. Nice and fluffy and buttery. And while making them, I add my oregano, or some people say oregano, to the mix. So for me, it's not just at the top. Vegetable soup. This is tasty. Again, if you're joining the channel for the very first time, consider subscribing. If you like whatever you see, also give the video a like. Subscribe to the channel, man, Malachi Emerald, and look at my merch. I have a lot of things in my spring store. This is good. Really good. Gonna have a piece more of this beef. Just a little bit better. Then this spoon is not like the regular spoon, it's like a scoop. So you have to be careful with how you drink or you slurp. Okra soup, where did it originate? Originated in Nigeria with the Igbo, the Hausa, and some of these tribes. There are others, not remembering the other. But yeah, the okra soup can be done with meat. I started mine with a beef stock. Had some additional beef, well, like the beef bone I boiled, and I have had beef stock, and I add my beef stock during the process of preparing it. Yeah, do you like my meal? Based on what is in the thumbnail, do you like it? You may not like vegetable, but at least it is very healthy. So instead of having your maybe a lot of grease with your naan, here we are having a nice soup. That beef is tasty. And we are having this meal. Could be breakfast. It could be dinner. But what say you about it? Let us look closer. That's it. And I'm getting there. I am getting there. That's it. See the naan, how fluffy it looks. Yeah, that's my naan. Yeah, if it's the first time you're joining, consider liking the video. That's naan, but it's with my okra soup. Wow. This is what we're gonna have. Again, from the naan, you also, with the naan, you get that flavor from the soup infused in it. Mmm. 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 Yeah, that's good. That is good. Yeah. Telling you that this is good. There it is. And I'm going to have another piece of naan. Even though it's vegetable, many persons don't like vegetable soup, but this is okra based. A lot of okra went into this. And you can see even towards the top there are two little, are those pinkish or beigeish? Yeah, those are seeds. But if you taste this soup, I know you'll consume it. Saying it is okra, it's vegetable based, yeah, that's one thing. But I tell you the taste, out of this world. Mmm. This is nice. This is somehow similar to when we make our porridge and we break crackers or bread or biscuit in it. This is similar. When I was growing up, we normally break bread in our porridge. Mm. Again, if you're just joining, consider liking the video. It is a channel Malachi Emro. And what have we prepared? Our okra soup. That's our okra. And that's what I'm having. And if we head to the stove top, yeah, isn't that colorful? That truth. Isn't that pretty? That truth. Even if you don't eat or consume vegetable, looking at that soup, isn't it colorful? That truth. And not only is it colorful, but because of that beef stock, this soup tastes really good. It surprises me when I tasted it. Surprised me. This soup, wow. Yeah, that's our soup. But we are trying to finish up this meal. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to finish up this meal. Yeah. Trying to finish it up. That's my meal. Another piece of beef. Wow, okra. Small ones I did not cut. Okra. Okra. Piece of my fluffy naan. Fluffy and buttery. This is soul food. This is nice, especially when you have rain. You're feeling a little bit with the weather, you know, not so you have it maybe an attack from a flu virus. Yeah, and that's the soup. There goes our broth. Yeah, there goes. There goes. That's the end of it. See, that's the end of the broth. But yeah, my merch, check my merch. Merchandise. That's what remain from our of a number of merchandise. Nicely priced too. Yeah, nicely priced. Well, yeah, if you're just joining the channel, that's my soup pot. And this is me. Yeah, after consuming my naan with okra soup, naan with okra. Tell you, wonderful. Yeah, my naan with my okra. Has been a good meal, but this is a good breakfast idea. And if it's a breakfast idea, therefore it can be had for lunch, can be had for dinner, and it can be had in between those depending on how you eat. Yeah, yeah. It's a nice combination. You know, I thought of it. It was yesterday that I thought of it, and I did a little research as to okra and okra soup, and also naan I had made, but the research I look at a few street food video, Pakistani base, Indian base, some Punjabi, yeah, all of that, and I saw this idea. I said, you don't let me make some soup. I have vegetables. The broth was in the refrigerator, and I had some beef bone. And I went ahead and created that. Yeah, that's a creation. My okra soup. Okra soup, man. The beef stock, a lot of vegetables, sweet pepper that's orange, sweet pepper that is red, the one that is yellow, one that is green. I add choy. I added also yu choy some. And I had cut one sweet potato in it. Good carbohydrate. But, and then towards the end of it, that beef stock that I had in the refrigerator, I added it to it. So it's extra beefy. And the bones, you saw the bones, with all those jiggly stuff on it. Yeah, again, we have to eat healthy. And this is one of the most healthiest combination, even though unlikely or weird, with our vegetable soup and, the naan. This vegetable soup is so healthy. Again, some persons will not go for it because vegetable, it may have a bad after smell when you put it up. But again, once you have it stored properly or preserved in your refrigerator, again, refrigerator condition, maybe 4 days or so. And then you could portion it and put it in the freezer so you get a longer period and have it microwaved or have it warmed on the stove top. But this is a good soup, Again, if you don't have naan, you could use roti or you could use chapati. Again, it wouldn't kill if you have dosa to add to it. But nothing is wrong also with your good old bread. You could add your bread to it, your hard old bread. Yeah, that would be good. If you have crackers, you could add crackers to your own. Hard water crackers or cream crackers could be added, but not the sweet ones. Again, it depends because it depends on you, what you will want to eat or what you will like or what you prefer. Because at the end of the day, anything can be had once you have it nicely prepared and you can stomach it. So all of these you can have. as breakfast ideas, breakfast essential ideas, whatever meal it is. All of these can be had. So you don't have to have, just like making your sandwich don't have to be closed. Even though we are familiar with closed sandwich, your sandwiches can be open. But again, remember the channel, it is Malachi M. Rowe. We have two nice comments in the live stream. Farzan Afandi and Galaxy Determinator. Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much for your comment. And we have some, yeah, three likes. And that is wonderful. Thank you so much. That is one of the things you can do to support the channel. Help to push my live or my videos up in YouTube algorithm. Yeah, well, thank you. Thank you so much for being a part. And again, that's it. Our okra soup with a beef stock, a lot of vegetable, sweet pepper of different colors, well, all the major colors. Also okra, well, that is expected. Water, spinach and ong chai, yo chai sam, body bean or yard long or asparagus bean. I have a sweet potato in it and your beef. Yeah. Thank you so much for being a part of this channel. Yeah. Malachi Emerald. I'll see you in the next live. Or I'll see you in the next live. Or I'll see you in the next video. Whether the long video or short video. Yeah, and I leave you with that okra soup. Yeah, the okra soup, the okra soup. Man, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. I love it, and I hope you will like it too. Wow! Mmm, mmm, mmm. Well, bye for now. Until the next one.